Hello, my dear family members. If you are preparing for Cognizant and if you have questions like what are the real questions they are asking in Cognizant Technical Assessment and what are the specific questions being asked in CL1, CL2 and CL3, and can you please tell me, should I write full code or should I write only the function, and how to run the code and what to write, how to compile the code? If you have all of these questions and what are the problems students facing, then if you want to know, then please watch this video till the end so that you don't miss all of these informations, important informations. Okay, so let me discuss all of this. Now at the very beginning, so I'm just going to share the real questions screenshots, and there you will find one compiler here. And if you write the code, let's say this is the compiler and you have written the code from, let's say the main functions is already populated. Okay, you don't have to write anything here, just the function, just the functions, the logic you have to implement here. Okay, nothing else. So this part is like reduced. Just use the logic, just write the logic in the functions. And if you want to compile and run, then here is a button called compile and run. Okay, so write the code and take the input here as well, and let's check if your code having any syntactical error or any compilation error is there or not. Okay, so I hope you understood. I hope I cleared two queries of you, that is, should I write full code and how to compile the code. So I hope this is clear now. Now let me share what are the real questions they are asking in Cognizant Technical Assessment for CL1, CL2 and CL3. Let me just show that. So this is the real questions, and you have to acknowledge that guys, I have been sharing the real questions, right? So to get a lot more type of this type of questions, please do subscribe this channel and watch the playlist regarding any component that you want, and let me know if you want me to upload more content of Cognizant, and let me know if you want me to upload more technical questions and more Cognizant questions as well. If you want, then please comment down and I'll try to give importance to your comment. Okay, now let me discuss the questions. Actually, I haven't got the full questions, but this is the questions. This is the question sample input. So let me discuss that. So 1 2 1 3 5 2 4 2, this is the array provided to you, and you have to find the number of subarray where the first plus last element, if you add them, then it will become the middle element. I hope you got it. You have to find such sub array where the first element and last element, if you add them, then you will get the middle element. So 1 plus 1 is 2, right? So you got one sub array which is satisfying the conditions. Okay, and then the next sub array, if you find here 213, it is not possible. 135, it is not possible. 352, here it is possible. How? You can see 3 plus 2, it is 5, right? So 1, and this is second sub array where the conditions is satisfying the first and the last element, adding it's become the middle element. And here as well, 242, it is satisfying the conditions. 2 plus 2 is equal to the middle element. Okay, so total 3 such sub array presents where the conditions are satisfied, so that's why 3 should be the output. Okay, and for the second sample input, 3 1 5 4 3 6 3, so here output is 2. Why? Because 315 and 154. So in this case 154, 4 plus 1 is equal to 5, that is first plus last element is equal to 5. And here, so one first subarray, and 543 436 363. So here 363 is the subarray where first and last element is, if you add, then it will become the middle element 6, right? So I hope you understood why the output is 2, and I hope this is hardly visible, but still I have explained a lot, so you got it right. So let me discuss the approach to solutions, approach to solve the problem. Okay, this can be asked to CL1, CL2 or CL3. So which regardless of your cluster, please try to solve the problem before I solve. Okay guys, if you are able to solve the problem, then it's fine. If you are not able to solve this problem, and if you want to get the approach quickly, and if you want to solve all the important most asked repeated questions, if you want to prepare the SQL questions, technical important and repeated questions, like cloud computing, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, SQL, and Java, C++, sorry, Python, etc., etc. So if you want to prepare all of these, including the interview preparations materials, if you want, then please visit topmate.io/techno_web. There we have included the bundle of all the materials, like from aptitude to the interview experience. All the things are included, and it is updated up to today. And you can see this has been used by 2K members, and they have given this feedback, so you can also rely on this. And I hope you will also give a 5-star to our materials after using it. Okay, and this is not nothing in front of your 6 LPA 6.5 LPA job. So please refer this. The link is given in the description box or in the comment section. Please go through that. And if you are preparing for Accenture, if you are not preparing, then start preparing, because Accenture is also going to hire within very few days, and also they have already announced the hiring in various campuses. So please start preparing for that. And also TCS is starting their free on campus. So please start preparing for that. Also Capgemini already conducting, Virtusha, they are going to conduct the off-campus for 2025 batch in the next month, like on October 2nd week. And already their hiring process is going on, but the exam will be conducted again from the second week of October. And Delta is also hiring. Also, if you want to prepare for all the companies, then please refer these materials, which includes 25 top MNCs questions. And if you want to prepare, then just use the coupon code India. There you will get 10 to 20% flat discount on the top materials. You don't have to buy all the materials one by one. Just buy it at I think 499. You will get it, and you will get to know about all the top 25 questions. Okay, top 25 MNCs questions. Okay, and very honestly, these materials has been trusted by more than 2000 people. Okay, and they are getting placed at up to 10 LPA jobs. So please refer this. Okay, I hope you will do so. So now let me discuss the approach. So the approach is, let's say this is the array. Okay, now at first we'll go through all the elements of that array using a for loop or while loop. Then we'll store the first element. Let's say first element will store here, and second element, sorry, the third element. Okay, last element, let's say last element is equal to this one. And we'll store the middle element. Okay, middle element is equal to this one. Okay, now we will add the first element plus last element. If it is equal to the middle element, we'll keep checking, and this value will keep changing dynamically in each iterations. Okay, so you have to code in such a way so that this first value, last value, middle value will keep changing in each iterations. Okay, and we'll also keep checking if last and first element is equal to the middle element or not. If it yes, then you have to increase the count. A plus is equal to 1. Okay, and after all the iterations end, you have to return the count, nothing else. Okay, now I hope you understood. Still, let me just show the code for you so that you don't miss anything. Okay, so this is the code. Let's say this is the array we have like hard coded, and this is the function count sub arrays array 2, and this is the length of that array. Okay, and we are just printing whatever the function is returning. Okay, and this is the second, I mean this is the another array, and we are just printing that, printing the same for that. Okay, let me just go to the implementation of the functions. So it is taking two arguments. One is the array, and second one is the length of that array. At first we have initialized the count of that count of such subarray. Okay, where the first and last elements addition sum will be equal to the middle element. Okay, so at first it is 0. Again, we are using the for loop to go through all the elements, but up to what? Up to n minus 2 element. Why? Because we'll we will include the first and last element, right? So why we are taking n minus 2 is because let's say this is the array 363. So if we are going up to this element, then only we can check the last element and first element is equal to this elements, if it is equal to this elements or not. Otherwise it will throw an out of bound exceptions. Okay, so if the element, if the I loop is here and it is looking for some element which is at this plus 2 element, so it will throw an error, right? So that's why we have to take n minus 2 here. This is the range, okay, for I in range n minus 2. I hope you understood. First, so at first we are holding the first value, so first is equal to, this is the variable first is equal to array I, so this is the at first value array I. Okay, this is pointing here. Middle element is equal to array I plus 1 always. Okay, always it will be array I plus 1, and last element will be array I plus 2. Okay, so I is here, I plus 1 is here, I plus 2 is here at first. In the next iteration, it will, array I will be here, I plus 1 will be here, I plus 2 will be here. Okay, in that case this will be the middle element, this is the first, this is the last element. Okay, so this way it will keep changing. Okay, in the same time it will check that if first plus last element is equal to the middle element. If yes, then increase the count, and if not, then ignore that. Okay, then so it will keep changing, if it will keep increasing the count. Okay, and after all the for loops, I mean all the iterations ends, it will return the count, nothing else. The code is very simple, there is no rocket science. If you still have any queries, then let me know in the comment sections. I'll try to assist you in the comment section. Or if you have any more queries, if you have, let's say, financial issues or any other issues, then please guys let me know at our Instagram. I'll try to assist you, but yeah, I'll not fully give you freely, but I'll try to assist you by reducing the prices, etc., etc. But still it will help you. Okay, and let me know if you have any more queries regarding career, or if you want me to upload more other content, please let me know in the comment sections. Now let me just run the code for you once. So you can see 3 is the output and 2 is the output as expected. Why? Because already we have explained, right, that for this one three subarrays are present. This is 1, and this is 2, and this is 3. So this is total 3 subarrays present where the condition is satisfying. Here total 2 subarrays present where the condition is satisfying, right? So that's why 2 is the output. I hope you understood. Now let me just show once for you the Java code, guys, for cluster 1. Guys, if you have already given the exam, then please share your experience in the comment sections. Okay, so at first the same way we have written the, we have hard coded the array, and we are just printing whatever this function is returning. Okay, so count subarrays, this is the functions, and again the same way we have initialized the count is equal to 0. We are going up to n minus 2 element. Okay, here we have included is equal to, so that's why it is going up to n minus 2 element actually. Okay, okay, now int first is equal to array I. Okay, the same way we have written array I, first is equal to array I, middle is equal to array I plus 1, and last is equal to array I plus 2, as in the Python. It is the same. Okay, if first plus last is equal to middle, then increase the count, nothing else. And at the end just return the count, we'll get our desired output. So let me just show that. So for the first one, the output should be 3, and for the last, output should be 2 as expected. So guys, if you have still any queries, then please join our Telegram channel t.me/cvkanna. There you can also discuss more queries. Okay, so I hope you will do so. Okay, now, so this is the end of the video, guys. So if you want to get all the latest content, latest videos, latest questions with answers, then please join this premium membership, where you will get all the things you need for your upcoming exam. Okay, and here we have included all the real-time updated interview experiences with answers, which will be common in your interview as well. So please go through that, it will be very much helpful. Thank you for today's session, guys.